For 2 decades, several predominantly Christian farming communities in central Nigeria, also known as the Middle Belt, have suffered violent attacks by jihadist Fulani Herdsmen militia. This has left a devastating trail of socio-economic travails on the locals. On the 14th of April 2025 at midnight, terror was unleashed on Zike village in Basa local government area of Plateau State, Nigeria. Jihadist Fulani militia, armed with assault rifles and murder machetes, ransacked the village for about 1.5 hours, went on a killing spree of innocent families, men, women, children, and even infants. Pastor of the Ekwa Church in the village recalled the dreadful experience.
It was early hour of Monday.
At the early hours of Monday, 14 April 2025, at about 12:10 a.m.,
10 minutes past 12.
we were inside with my family. Then we started hearing gunshots. We soon realized that it was happening so close to us. I thought of the safe direction to run and hide with my family. But because they are coming from this side, it will be too risky. This other side was another option, but it looked too plain and there was moonlight. So we concluded to just stay inside the house. We kept hearing gunshots and the attackers shouting, "Pakare, Pakare," pursuing people up and down, and gunshots everywhere. The first set of the attackers passed. The second set came, and as they were passing, they were so numerous that as we lay down, the floor was shaking.
The floor was shaking. So I know that is a numerous number of people that nobody can count.
Some were speaking mostly Fulani language, some Hausa, and some English. The third set came, repeating the same thing.
The myriad of gunmen went on to overwhelm the village, unleashing havoc.
I will see you, Jacob. I will see you, Moses Bala, in the presence of my God. Till we come, I will see my children. I will see my husband. This world is not worth dwelling in at all.
Asabe laments the loss of her husband, Moses Bala, and 3 of their children. One of the sons was grabbed and slaughtered by the militia when he tried to escape. The militia then set the house on fire, trapping the rest of the family inside. Only by divine providence did Asabe, cuddling her little daughter, together with the other 2 children, hidden in a small store in the house while the fire raged, miraculously survived with some degree of burns. Other families in the village were also badly affected. Their relatives were killed, their homes, food grain storages, other properties and means of livelihood were totally destroyed. Still heavily weighed down by the trauma of the attack, this victim recounted.
My name is Moses Nyako. At night, while we were sleeping, a sudden invasion came upon us. Everything here was burnt down. It was the Fulani. They burned down our houses, food grain storage were burnt down. I lost 4 of my family members. Two of them were killed by gunshots. The other two were hacked to death with machetes.
Moses' wife and 3 of his sons were brutally murdered by the Fulani militia. In some other cases, women and children were turned into widows and orphans overnight. There was hardly any family in the village that was not affected one way or the other. Ricky's husband, Kaja Daniel, was gunned down that night. 2 of their children were also killed. Then, another family.
My name is Adams James. I worship at Equa Church, Dundu. I came to this village to attend an event. My mother is married here. When it was running late into the evening, my children felt we should spend the night at my mother's home. While we were asleep, the Fulanis arrived. Suddenly, we heard sporadic gunshots. From where I was, I attempted to make way to go wake them up, but quickly noticed that the attackers had come close. So I fled, yelling that the Fulanis had come upon us and everyone should flee. They chased me, but I escaped into hiding. But my heart went to my children, concerned that they might perish. The attackers passed, so I went back. There was another group that was there, obviously killing because I heard distressful screams. I had to retreat into hiding. When later I sighted that they had gone, I went back to the house only to find that my children and my stepfather had been killed. I broke down. I cried and cried.
Tragedy hits the next family.
I am Elder Maurice Aga. I worship at Equa Church, Zike. We were sleeping at night. It was like I was having a dream, and I woke up. Then I heard a gunshot. I woke my wife up and also woke our children up. And told them the Fulanis had come. The older children got up while I kept trying to wake the smaller ones as they were deep asleep. We went outside with my wife and the older children, and I showed them the direction to go and hide. As I turned to go back into the house, I sighted the attackers crawling and coming closer. Seeing them that close, I wondered how I could still wake my little children up without getting killed. So I ran away. Then I heard gunshot close to my house. My brother's room was next to mine. I had earlier knocked on his door and alerted him to come out because the Fulanis had come. It turned out that he didn't hear me. After that gunshot, he was making his way out, and so fortunate, he narrowly escaped death. Sadly, they went into the house and slaughtered my children and smashed their heads.
Maurice lost 3 of his children to the brutality of the Fulani militia. The Equa Church pastor, who had survived 2 previous Fulani attacks at other villages in the district, took account of the casualties of the Zike attack.
There was destruction of lives and properties. We lost 51 persons. Others were injured. In the Equa Church here, we lost 16 members. The Kauna Baptist Church also lost members.
The list includes names of other churches in the neighboring villages, whose members had come to relatives or friends in Zike but got killed or injured in this attack. This 7-year-old boy, Nenche, survived being slaughtered by the militia, but his father, his 3-year-old, and his 10-month-old siblings were all slaughtered. His mother, Lisa, was not spared.
We were sleeping around 12 midnight. I heard a bang on the door. They forced it open and came into our room. They picked my small baby and slaughtered her. They shot my husband and also cut his neck. Took my little boy, cut his neck and hacked his head with machete. After killing my husband and my baby, they came for me, hacked me on the head and on my lap with the machete. They lifted it to hack my head, and in an attempt to wade it off with my hand, they cut off my hand. I laid down as dead. They moved into my mother-in-law's room and killed my sister-in-law. My name is Mary John from Zike. On Sunday, at about 12 midnight, Fulani came into Zike. They came into our compound. They first went to my son's room and killed him. They killed 2 of his children. They hacked the little boy with machete. He fell on his father's pool of blood as dead. They raised the machete on the boy's mother's head. She impulsively lifted up her hand and they sliced off the hand. They came out from my son's house to my house. They pushed open the next door and saw my daughter and killed her. Then they stepped out. They were chanting Islamic prayers and were mocking and saying, "Why can't our God show up and help us?" Well, I pitied their ignorance. God indeed helped us because there were 18 of us in that house that night. But after they killed my daughter, they left. I don't know why we are so hated by the Fulani. I don't know what their problem is. If the government does not deal with the Fulani militia, we will be slaves. We won't know where else to lay our heads. It was unprovoked. They keep hitting here and there. My daughter, whom they killed, was 20 years of age. She was in school in Jos and just came on holiday. And they killed her.
The president of the Irigwe Development Association recounted how the attacks on their communities have festered for about 20 years.
Reverend Dr. Daniel Guy is my name. I'm a pastor of Evangelical Church Winning All Equa, but I work full-time in the Ministry of Bible Translation. I work in Anglophone West Africa. I come from the Rigo Chiefdom in Bassa local government of Plateau State. And the Rigo people, although spread beyond Bassa, we also have people in Riom local government, in that is same Plateau State, Kauru local government, in Kaduna, and some of us a little bit in just North local government. Yeah, usually when it starts, people think it's just happening at that time, but it has actually been going on since 2001. From 2016 to 2023 alone, 1,014 Irigwe people have been killed by the Fulanis. Until 2016, no community in Rigoland was displaced. But by 2016 to 2023, several communities, beginning from all the ones on the border area, those who are bordering other tribes, like in the southern part, those bordering with the Biroms, in the eastern part, those around the borders with Jos North, and then on the northern part, those around the borders with the Rukuba, the Kuche. All these communities have been displaced, because the reason why they're doing all of this is because the is a process of ethnic cleansing and land grabbing. Now, I just mentioned until 2023. Now, 2024 till this year, 2025. In 2024, a total of 49 people were killed, and the escalation started. The massive escalation started from around December, where 14 people were killed at Rido. Rido is translated Gidan Ado, is in the Riom local government. And then focus is shifting from that direction, both from around the communities around southern Kaduna. Zike, which was attacked recently with over 50 people killed, is around the border, just in the mountains on the escarpment of the plateau, between Plateau and Kaduna. Also, communities in southern Kaduna, like Kishisho, the people actually fled there because they were afraid that they were going to be attacked. So they came to seek refuge at Zike in Kwal. Unfortunately, they were killed there. So that is how it has been progressing. And then around Tegbe too, which is also close to the southern Kaduna, close to the Chawe people. You know, all these bandits, these terrorists, they are occupying those forests around the border areas. So that is how they've been progressing. So this year, in all, 2025, a total of 125 people have been killed. From 2001 to date, it's a total of 1,178 people killed. And as for residential buildings, 21,224. And for farms destroyed over these years is 21,857. I have said it repeatedly that these are not unknown gunmen, as the narrative has always been given. These are Fulanis that have lived in the land for many decades, and since they fled, they came back and they've been on the border areas. No Fulani man has a home in Rigweland as we are talking as we are talking now, but they have been coming from other places, and then usually they bring in mercenaries to support them. They bring in some more Fulanis from Barkeladi, from Tilden Fulani, from Toro area in Bauchi, to come and join them. And then their number surges, and then they move in large number, and then they attack a community, like what happened at Jebu Miango in 2021. From Jebu Miango to Pachudu, the whole place was burnt down completely. It's not just the Fulanis that had lived there, but those who lived there, they are very familiar with the terrain, and so they lead these other Fulanis that come to join them. These Fulanis, they are all Muslims, and they are Muslim radicals. So when they come in, they are fearless, they are merciless, they kill whoever they find, and then they destroy the churches. So that brings in the religious perspective. So they are not just killing the people and destroying their houses and leaving the churches. So they join everything, destroy everything. So we have to be courageous and not give up our faith. And Christians worldwide need to know that their brothers in Plateau State and in the middle belt of Nigeria are going through trouble. If there is any way to support, to encourage one another, let's do to encourage one another. We should stop giving it a definition, that wrong definition of ethnic clash. That is not the point. It's beyond the issue of ethnic clash. It is an ethnic clash if you have a tribe on the plateau and another tribe on the plateau fighting each other. But that is not the case. Here we are having Fulanis who had lived with the people and now bringing in their brothers from some other places to come and join them, join forces to attack the natives. It's a kind of a jihadist agenda.
Dan Lami was in Zike that night, observing the horror from his hiding. He showed the direction the attackers exited the village, heading west across the border into southern Kaduna. This part of the village became the area where the mass grave of the slain victims was sited.
Following the Zike attack on Sunday and the killings, we went round on Monday to search if we would see corpses, and we found some in homes and other places. Those that were buried here were 52. That's what happened.